A very good afternoon from IWB here in Toronto. They say, in the truest sense, freedom cannot be bestowed, it must be achieved. That's correct. I have got here our special guest tonight, and her ambitious nature, compassion, tenacity have earned her equal reputation as a thought leader. And joining us is Svetlana Ratnikova, who is the founder of Immigrant Women in Business. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sibeso, who is an accomplished entrepreneur, speaker, and blogger.
Thank you so much,
Well,
Mickey.
Thank you,
how are
Mickey, for having us. Let's get to business. Let's get to what we love to do to provide value to people and make sure that we are spending 15 minutes of quality, effective time for people who are watching this special interview with Sibeso and Mickey. Mickey, thank you for having us once again. And Sibeso, time is the most valuable commodity for us in the business world. Tell us how you do the business. Let's start with the benefit. What would you advise people who are entrepreneurs, how to be more effective, how to produce results, and how the most important, I would say, that your point of difference is that beautiful personality. We always say it's not what you say, it's how you say. It's about your charisma and character, and you certainly excel at that. Tell us maybe the benefit, how people can get that vibrancy so people want to deal with them as leaders.
Okay, thank you so much, Svetlana, and thank you, Mickey, for having me on the show. As you said, time is of the essence, so I will get straight to the point. You can never go to school on how to be a good entrepreneur, right? Yes, the class would teach you that, but people can see through you. Do you really have a passion? Do you have a genuine interest to help others? So for me, I would say being a successful entrepreneur is putting in the time into your business and making sure you're in it, not for the money. Yes, the money is a bonus, but also to change lives. It's about changing lives and also about your legacy. You want to leave a good legacy behind for your family and, of course, the people that you help along the way.
And how does it? How does hard work fit into what you're doing? And what do you think? How all this we always talk about work hard and discipline and massive action. That's my favorite. How does it fit in your busy business schedule? I know that you're single parent, your mom, you're happily married, but you're busy with a little child. I mean, how do you fit all this, and how important you think it is for people to understand that the success in business is about hard work, is about discipline, is about sacrifices, and putting a priority as obviously always God, family, and business, but business has to be in a lot of hard work and massive action. Tell us more about it, because you're obviously leader to follow, and you're quickly picking up the momentum. I can see that, and I understand why. But let's explain to people how important it is and how you specifically doing it with your busy schedule.
Okay, so first of all, if you treat your business like a hobby, of course, the results will also be like a hobby. So, one thing that my husband and I decided, I worked in the corporate world for 6 years and I decided to run my own business. So, he's a great support for me. So, if you do not have a support network, that's where you probably want to find out how you can juggle. Let's say if you are a single parent, how you can juggle having a child and also running your business. But in this case, I do have my husband who works during the day, and at night, that's when I really go hard working my business. During the day, I still check my emails and follow-ups. If customers are reaching out to you, or people that want to learn more are reaching out to you and you're quiet, then they're going to see that you're not interested. So while my daughter is running around, I try to work smart. So I find her whatever food she likes or whatever educational cartoon she likes watching while I'm answering emails. I'm on my phone. And of course, during her bedtime, I'm usually the last one to sleep because I catch up on my work. So it's about working smart and making sure that even if you do not have the normal 9 to 5 work routine, but you have 24 hours. So I make sure that I do answer all my emails within the 24 hours smartly.
When Sibeso, I definitely understand hard work is there, and being a mother, you have to work smart. But we were discussing something like you have been associated with the travel industry as well. And how has travel industry affected during pandemic? And how has your work been affected? And what exactly made you, are you still in the industry, or you have diverted your attention and laid your full focus on blogger and being an entrepreneur and dealing with international students? Would you like to tell us something about it?
Wow, Mickey, that's a very good question. So, remember earlier on, I did say to get into business, you need to have the passion for it. So, I'm passionate about travel. This is the best time. If I wanted to quit, I would have left, but I'm still here because I do know that travel, things will open up. People start traveling again. How has travel been affected? As we all know, some countries, some beautiful countries had their countries on landlock, so people cannot actually travel there even if they wanted to. So it was affected, or it's been affected negatively, but I'm still passionate about it. And of course, remember, it's not just the vacational piece of it, it's also mentoring people that want to become entrepreneurs. So I also run a vlog on Mondays where I share business tips, because my main goal is to make sure that a lot of parents, because I'm a parent, I want to make sure that they become entrepreneurs by mentoring them. I have mentors where I learn business tips from, so it's all about your network. So making sure that you have a good network, and of course, having been passionate about what you want to do.
So how you, I see that you have worked with international students in Manitoba.
Yes.
So what was your major role in helping these students out, because they are far away from home and they are at a place where they are dealing with total strangers, a strange language maybe for some of them. English is not their first language. How was your what was your contribution, and are you still into it? Because I believe international students need more people like you for proper guidance. Would you
Okay.
like to lay stress
Yes.
on that?
Okay, so I immigrated here in 2008 as a student myself, from Zambia to Canada. And that was actually, it was September. So November was the first time I was experiencing winter. So for me, to be honest, when I arrived, I had people helped me. So after graduating, I graduated with a degree in finance and international business. But my role, I thought, yes, I would help people in finance, but I wanted to still stay in touch with international students, international education, and that's how I applied for a job as an intercultural specialist. My role was to help support international students transition to Manitoba and Canada by any way that I can, through running different events. Because remember, it's all about networking. So running events on how they could actually meet Canadian domestic students and how they could become accustomed to the Canadian culture. Apart from that, I ran different programs like the Volunteer Language Exchange Program, where different international students helped each other with their language. So I ran programs like that. And unfortunately, I had to leave Winnipeg. I'm now in Ottawa, and that's when, but it opened the door for me to become my own entrepreneur, which is in the travel industry. Travel, it's all international people that you meet. So I am indirectly with supporting international people, I would say.
And how mentorship is important for them? Would you say a couple of words? We live in a country that certainly very supportive to immigrants. There's a lot of resources. You're one of them. Mickey, we always give a hand to newcomers. We love those people who come to this country with the courage to do something great. So tell us, please, how mentorship is important, and your availability for mentorship for those people who might want to reach out to you for help.
Okay, so last year, actually, I was blessed enough to meet Svetlana, and I'm now a founding member of the Immigrant Women in Business, because for me, my passion is helping international immigrants. So mentorship is important because, one, you can actually see from someone who's made the mistakes, and they have actually how they overcame those mistakes. So you're actually going in, it's almost like an easy piece for you. So that's interesting. Apart from that, with mentorship, you're able to learn how you can become a good leader. So for me, when I mentor someone, I tell them about what I've been through and what I plan on achieving, so they can actually watch what I do. And the Immigrant Women in Business has so many other great ladies where I'm actually getting mentorship. You can never have it all. What's important is learning from other people as well, so I can become a better leader. And that's what mentorship is, learning from different people so that you can become a good leader at what you do, and also help the next generation, passing on the knowledge that you have to the next generation.
Well, your call, Svetlana. Would you like to ask her anything before I go ahead and play a little clip of hers, which I stole from a site where
maybe the words of motivation and inspiration and support to people. Maybe what would you recommend people to do to live their life to their fullest potential and be happy in this country? How they need to think, what they need to do as ABC steps.
ABC steps to be happy. As you said, you only live once, so you want to make sure that you live your life right, at least, or you try. So for me, as I mentioned earlier on, I decided to follow my own passion, which is becoming my own boss. So from employee to CEO, it was a hard move. And sometimes people do have these dreams, but they're worried of the unknown. So I would say get up from your chair and, start your passion, whatever business it is. Run the SWOT analysis, right? The strength, weakness, opportunities for that business. And of course, get a mentor. Talk to them about it, but you have to do something. You have to take action. As I mentioned earlier on, it's about your legacy. If I was working and unfortunately something happened to me, I have a 2-year-old, she wouldn't be able to take over from my role and say, hey, I'm an intercultural specialist today because my mom was on this chair, right? But if I'm running a business, I'm giving her that option of tapping into something because that's my legacy. If she likes it, she can continue. If she doesn't like it, she can start something new. All I'm trying to say is if you have a dream, go for it. Do not be scared of the unknown. We all have to start out somewhere. And don't be scared of failing.
Beautiful. I'm good. Yes. Start, move, love people, think positive, and reach out to people. There are always resources, mentors, friends, people who would do anything to help you out. We in Canada, we are very fortunate, grateful for the opportunity to live in this country, and certainly can do a lot for our personal growth, for the prosperity of our family. And a lot of immigrants, we find they reach out to their own countries, and their great passion is to make it financially and help their own people in India, in Vietnam, in Bangladesh. So we can do so much in Canada. This country is absolutely blessed, and only with the right people you can get there. We always share that, right, Sibeso? And with the right help, you always can get there with the right guidance.
Yes, and before just on that point as well, you don't know who you're going to help. I have students now that have graduated and they reach out to me on Facebook saying thank you. Sometimes you might think it's a small gesture, but it might actually improve someone's life in a big way. So we want to make sure that along the way in life, we do help immigrants, we do help people, because in this world where there's so much negative energy, we need the positive energy, we need love, we need to spread whatever knowledge we have so that we can win together.
It was quite an information for all of us here. Ladies and gentlemen, Design Television in conversation with our special guest tonight, Sibeso, who is an accomplished entrepreneur, vlogger, and a speaker, along with Svetlana, not to forget, who is the founder of Immigrant Women in Business. Here's a little clip, and we'll be back after a short break.
Race to success. We stand on the brink of a digital revolution that will fundamentally alter the way we live, work, and relate to one another. Digital business has taken over the world. We teach you how to create an online business. No prior business knowledge required, and no badgering people to buy from you. Attend a complimentary live web class to receive expert insight on starting a business from scratch, high converting product research, marketing training, how to use social media to attract high quality customers, sales systems, digital business that runs 24/7, expert guidance from experienced entrepreneurs while you learn. Learn how you can work from anywhere, go on vacations, spend more time with family. This has to be a reality, not a dream. Sign up at www.sibesokehinde.com to find out more.
Welcome back, Sibeso, and I believe Svetlana got disconnected. So this is where I see you have mentioned about a website. So does that mean that we actually get to go on the website and we have all the information out there?
Yes, or you can actually reach out to me via phone call, text. As I mentioned earlier on, I can even respond to you at midnight because my daughter is usually up late and then afterwards I'm working. So whatever time works for you, I could respond to any question that you have. And to be honest, Mickey, I'd also like to say, being an entrepreneur has actually opened up opened up my mind, and it's tapped into some talent that I've never thought I would. I'm actually writing a children's book, which will be released next year, and also actually right now developing a video game, a mobile video game. So, but I had to take that first step. And that's why I keep telling everyone to take action today, whatever dream that they have, to become an entrepreneur.
Well, that is something interesting. And when do we get to see this book out in public, for public? Like, when are you releasing the whole thing? Is it going to be available to the public in general?
So by publishers right now, the date is June 2021. If earlier on, I would like to come back on the show and tell everyone, your viewers, on where they can get the book.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Sibeso. It was a pleasure talking to you, and definitely we'll stay connected. This is Mickey Gulati signing out from Design Television here in Toronto.